Demolition day at an infamous crash scene.
We plan on continuing this mission without a single injury.
Months after a terrible accident. Making an impact.
But it's also with a big heart that we give back.
The return of an event that gives back to the community. And a contest that will have you cracking up. And the picture-perfect finalists that have a shot at winning. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Benjamin Cure.
And I'm Emma Alonso. Today is Tuesday, May 14th, 2024.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
It's demolition day at the site of a high-profile collision between a bridge and a cargo ship. It's been 7 weeks since the tragic collapse at the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, but now crews are on their second day of work at the point of impact.
6 construction workers died, and a final victim was recovered from the water just last week. The demolition was set to start on Saturday, but bad weather pushed it out to yesterday. Officials say the demo process to free the ship will be swift.
We will refloat the dolly and remove the dolly in approximately 2 days.
We plan on continuing this mission without a single injury.
In the next days, the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee is set to hold a hearing and review and examine the federal response of the collapse. Officials say efforts are on track to fully reopen the deep draft channel by the end of the month.
A student group at the University of Denver felt concerned with the school's investment being put toward Israel. As Caplin's Gloria Selva reports, an encampment has been made when students will not leave unless their demands are met.
On Mother's Day, students at a growing encampment at the University of Denver held a vigil for those lives lost in the war in Gaza.
Tens of thousands of mothers in Palestine have lost their children. Tens of thousands of children in Palestine have lost their mothers.
Student protesters met with school administrators, including DU Chancellor Jeremy Hafner, asking the university to disclose any ties they have with Israel. But that demand was not met.
We are feeling very disappointed by the lack of urgency in which this administration and this university as a whole is taking this matter, considering the fact that this is an issue that is affecting millions of lives.
Students began to set up tents on campus on Thursday. Now more than 24 tents fill up an area of the campus where protesters do not plan on leaving anytime soon.
We can't tell a time on how long it's going to be, but we will be here in the fight until our demands are met.
Unlike the Auraria campus, students at DU are allowed to camp on campus, as long as everything remains peaceful per the university's policy. A follow-up meeting is set to be scheduled to discuss disclosure demands with school administrators.
We're willing to put in the work, as you see behind you, to have those demands met, whether that's an hour or 2 hours or whatnot. We are going to be working towards this to have those demands met when it takes.
The DU administration says it's not threatening the camp, but the school is checking IDs for safety to ensure those involved with the encampment are DU students. For Caplin News, I'm Gloria Selva.
Raising fun and funds at a special event in Miami's Design District. Caplin News reporter Anna Mayoka takes you inside the bazaar for good.
The annual event took place on Friday, May 10 and Saturday, May 11 from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Located in the city of Miami, founded by Marta Graf and Daniel Gomez Ortigosa in 2018.
Welcome to the Bazaar for Good at Miami Design District Paradise Plaza. It is an event for a great cause where women from all around the world gather together to raise funds through fashion that improve children's education and healthcare.
With the aim to shine a spotlight on critical social issues, striving to empower underprivileged children.
The beauty of this event is that throughout the years we've been able to change the lives of more than 150,000 children. So this starts with getting them a bed in the orphanage house where they live, or changing their hearts, literally. We worked with La Cardio last year, which is this organization that changes children's hearts. And so to know that there are children out there that are able to smile just based on all the time that we spent building this event for all these women that just want to shop is life-changing.
Every dollar raised at the bazaar goes directly towards helping children in need. Through collective efforts, this organization shows the incredible power of community coming together to shop for a great cause.
Working together in the thing that we love the most, fashion, putting an event like this, it takes a lot of work, but it's also with a big heart that we give back.
They're inspiring others to make a difference through fashion. Reporting for Caplin News, I am Ana Mayorga.
A self-flow show highlighting some high-end sports cars, as Caplin's Isabela Menendez reports from the Hard Rock in Hollywood.
Supercar Saturday is happening right here in the Miami's Hard Rock Casino, where both car owners and car fans have come to watch and to show off their favorite supercars. Supercar Saturday brings together elite cars, their owners, auto enthusiasts, and patrons every month, establishing itself as a signature event for supercars in South Florida.
I used to come to these events to look at cars like this before I had cars like this, and it would motivate me, so I make sure to come now because I know it can have the same effect on kids and stuff like that.
From 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., various supercars are displayed, with the most expensive vehicles priced between $1.5 million and over $6 million. The event creates a casual, family-friendly atmosphere that lets automotive fans interact with supercar owners and admire their cars up close.
Because it brings together, like I said, people who have similar things and similar interests tend to think the same way, and they're people who should be connected, whether they become friends, business partners, anything like that. So I think it's very important.
With free admission, South Floridian car enthusiasts can effortlessly enjoy their favorite cars at their leisure. The event not only showcases an impressive array of supercars, but also features charming mini parades of classic vintage cars, adding a touch of nostalgia. The blend of modern engineering and timeless beauty creates a perfect day out for families. Supercar Saturday happens on the second Saturday of every month. Make sure to catch the next one. Reporting for the Caplin News, I'm Isabela Menendez.
Better late than never feels like the motto for the first game of the series between the Marlins and Tigers. At the top of the 8th inning, Otto Lopez hits it out of the park for a 2-run Marlins homer to take the lead, but then someone let the Tigers out to play. Spencer Torkelson saved Detroit with a clutch 446-foot home run and what would end up being a 6-5 win over Miami. The Marlins have a chance to redeem themselves tonight at 6:40 p.m.
Serious competition involving some funny photographs.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
I don't even know how to describe it. I was shocked, I was overjoyed, I was ecstatic, but most importantly, I didn't believe that it was real.
11 of the top colleges in the country vying for the attention of a single student. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantori here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
you're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
A senior is college-bound, but she had quite a decision on her hands. A Michigan high school senior has multiple places to consider after her spring graduation. She has 11 colleges along with 5 Ivy League schools knocking on her door.
As Caplin's Fiorella Mora reports, she already knew where she wanted to go early on.
Samira Staggers has always believed in reaching for the stars. The senior at Woodhaven High School is president of her class, valedictorian, and she's never given up on her dream of attending a top-tier college.
When I first got into my first one, it was like, I don't even know how to describe it. I was shocked, I was overjoyed, I was ecstatic, but most importantly, I didn't believe that it was real.
It was real and a dream come true. And not only that, she got into all 11 colleges she applied to, including 5 Ivy League schools.
I got into Yale, Princeton, Harvard, Brown, and Cornell.
Samira knew early on where she wanted to go and already knows her major.
I've currently decided I will be attending Yale University in the fall. I'm planning on studying cognitive science or computer science and psychology, and then also getting a certificate in Spanish. And I think that I'd like to go to law school after.
We had the chance to find out how from her mother, Sherry Staggers, who raised Samira and her brother as a single mother.
I saw the potential way back in elementary school, and it followed through all the way through middle school and high school, where she just was so focused, and I nurtured that. You know, I prioritized for her education, rather than assigning her chores and things like that.
Samira Staggers' story is a reminder that with hard work, determination, and a little bit of luck, anything is possible. And she has this advice for the next graduating class.
At the end of the day, it's not necessarily about what college you go to or what your plans are after high school. No matter what, you still have the power and the ability to make a meaningful impact on society.
Trying not to smile after seeing the finalists for this year's comical photography contest, the 2024 Comedy Pet Photo Awards. These are some of the funniest photos of our furry friends. Selected from nearly 36 images submitted from across the globe, these finalists have the opportunity to win the top prize of $100. The winners will be announced later next month on June 6th. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Every day,
Millions of people are connecting
and even though we're overcoming obstacles,
Watching each other's backs,
and banding together.
we should still make an effort.
We should still make an
to
effort.
get to know each other,
On a deeper level.
Father,
cosplayer,
Mentor.
actor.
it's time we take a step forward
It's time we take a step forward.
Come together.
and discover
How accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Emma Alonso.
And I'm Benjamin Cure. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.